And that is Andy Ginther, the newly elected mayor of Columbus. He had a commanding win, 60% of the vote to Zach Scott's 40%, in a race that was marked by negative ads, with Scott accusing Ginther of corruption, Ginther accusing Scott of cover-ups.
Interesting, too, in the fact that he was the leader of the city council, as was Mayor Coleman. So two presidents of city council in a row now have ascended to the mayoral position. But Zach Scott, who, as he mentioned, ran a spirited campaign, made a concession speech about 35 minutes ago. That is where our Dwayne Pullman is tonight with the Zach Scott campaign. And Dwayne, what can you tell us about the spirit there where you are? I understand the two candidates have spoken.
Yeah, Sheriff Scott conceded the race just before 10:30 tonight, and the spirits are not that bad here. A lot of the people here, supporters, still very proud of the campaign. But Sheriff Scott was very clear to them when he did concede here tonight that it was not the outcome he had hoped for. Scott called and congratulated Andy Ginther just after 10, telling him that Ginther would do a good job for the city and that Scott would support him. His supporters standing up, giving a loud and raucous round of applause. I asked Sheriff Scott what he thought went wrong with this campaign.
That was coming out a lot. It's like we like him as the sheriff, so we had to try to overcome that. Obviously, we had to try to overcome money. They raised a lot more money than us. So we knew this was a David Goliath type situation. You know, once you get in a race, and we did it for the right reasons, we wanted to see some change in a positive way.
So Sheriff Scott did qualify that. He said he thought he had influenced some of the. Frankly, he was outspent 3-1, and some of his message he thought did not resonate the way that he had hoped it would. By the way, Sheriff Scott says he will run for sheriff again, but says very clearly he will not be running for mayor again. That's the scene out here along Morris Road. I'm Dwayne Pullman, NBC4.